Do you know why I'm smiling? No, it's not because it's my name. Okay, I'll tell you why I'm smiling right now. It's because it has finally arrived. My Yeti package from Amazon. Yes, Florida sweets. And well, let's open it up. Okay, so I don't know why I'm telling you guys this, but tonight on the way home, I had a little bit of a road rage incident. It probably doesn't help me saying that with this knife in my hand, but never mind that. Here's the thing. This night, I'm driving home from work, and the person coming at me has their brights on, and I'm like, really, dude? And so I figured, okay, when I get close enough, they'll dim them. They don't dim them. And so I'm like, really? So when we're like 2 or 3 cars apart, I flicked on my brights. I know, that's terrible. That is terrible. But man, come on. Trying to run me off the road or something? But that's probably not a road rage incident, but it did kind of get on my nerves. I'm like, come on, man, let's help each other out. So, but now I feel bad because I don't know who it is, and I hope they don't figure out who I am, but I think it's one of my neighbors. Sorry, don't brighten your lights in my face. Okay. And I really hope that this is what I ordered. So it looks like it is. I just love the smell of a freshly opened box of product. And I cut the plastic. Wow, that knife is awesome. Okay. Okay, we can go ahead and set this to the side. so glad I finally got my Yeti. Okay. All-in-one professional recording system for vocals. And this is going to be great because I've been planning on doing another reading of creepy stories from Reddit. And now I get to use this one. Now, I did make another one. It's already recorded. But I'm not going to upload it. In fact, I deleted all of it. And I'll tell you why. It ended up being 3 hours long after it spent almost 24 hours rendering on my computer. So I got rid of it, but I'm gonna do the readings over. It's one big long story, but it's torn up into like 10 parts. So I'm going to read them for you using this bad boy right here. Okay, let's open it up and give it a look. See if I can. Oh, there it is. Get this thing open. Open that. And going to pull. Okay. I love the smell of brand new. I mean, who doesn't? Okay. Stick that right there. Before we go any further, I have to do something here with my cell phone because, oh, you hear that? It's all loud. Anyway, it's all loud. There's something in my cell phone I wanted to talk to you guys about possibly. And I have no signal here, so I am forced to go about it the other way. And that other way is facial book. Well, not really facial book, but Facebook. That's what I mean. Posts endorsing this. There's people that are smarter than everyone else. My brain that words, take my word, or reproducing this. Okay, no. I have to respond to something somebody said to me real quick, and I want to let them know that I have someone that she did not offend me by a comment that she made because she felt like what she did was wrong, and it was just a simple misunderstanding. She was wrong about what we were talking about, but like I said, I'm not faulting her for anything. I don't hate her. I'm not mad with her because I have read things incorrectly too, and got the very absolute wrong impression, and then went and voiced my opinion on Facebook, and what ended up happening was I offended people, and turns out I was wrong. So as an adult, I have done my best to be a bigger man, or, well, let me rephrase that. I am a big man. So I have done my best to be truthful and honest with myself and with people. I haven't always been successful, but the point is I tried. I'm gonna find what I wanted to talk about here in a moment or two. Okay, no, that's not it. Okay, let me do this. Okay, I have to talk to you about something then. Okay. Do any of you guys know about Springbrook ASMR? She is an ASMR artist, and she kind of shook up the ASMR community with a post, 35 plus minute long post on YouTube, and she was saying farewell. She was saying goodbye, and hopefully she was only saying goodbye to the ASMR community. Now, I didn't, unfortunately, due to time constraints, I didn't have time to watch the whole video because I'm working some weird hours right now. But my point is, from what I heard, she had been bullied at some point. She had been attacked, via, comment section. She had been, I think she may have even been stalked and just outright harassed. Now, I understand the internet is the internet, okay? You can imagine the comments that I got when I first got on YouTube, as a black man on YouTube, or for that matter, as a black person on YouTube. All the ignorant comments that I got simply because people are hiding under anonymity. That goes without saying. I'm not saying that I'm perfect, but I'm sure I've said some things with a little boldness because I'm on the internet. No one knows me from Adam. So there is that boldness to say things that you probably wouldn't say in person. I'm not saying I cyberbullied anyone because I did not, and I won't do that. But I have been bullied before in the past. I have been harassed by people in the past, and not just on the internet. I'm talking about in real life, and you don't know what's going to happen. Am I going to get shot, or am I going to have to attack somebody and fight for my life? What's the deal? And it puts you in a very emotionally distressful position. And so, it's very easy to say, it's just the internet. Grow up, get over it. People are going to be mean to you. People are going to be rude to you. And I guess that's okay for those of us who are jaded. But you know what? I found out that sticks and stones may break my bones, and names do hurt. You gotta be careful what you say to people because you don't know what they're going through. People experience pain emotionally, and you callously attack them and say things that you ought not to say and that you probably wouldn't say in person. You're doing just as much harm, in my opinion, as if you were there. Have you ever cornered an animal? People, when they're cornered, they do things just like animals. It affects them, and you just can't. Now I know, there are those of you who say, well, if you can't take harassment, then maybe you shouldn't be on the internet. If you can't take name calling, then maybe you shouldn't be around people. I understand that argument too. I understand that if you're going to live in this life, you got to have a thick skin. I understand that. But still, at the end of the day, I am in control of myself. I don't have to spout off mean, hurtful, racist, hateful, whatever comments at people. I don't have to say things. Like, for instance, I had someone leave a comment on my page on one of my videos. I dealt with it kind of differently. I didn't delete them, but instead I showed everybody else the comment because I want everybody to see the ignorance that goes on the internet. But at the same time, I'm not gonna let it hurt me. Now, if someone does get on there and say something that I think is completely hurtful, completely inappropriate, I don't care what you say about me. I'm not gonna let you get on my page and talk bad about everybody else. That comment I will delete. But the comments that I allow to stay or the ones that I consider a special kind of stupid. Not that I'm trying to directly hurt anybody, but hey, everyone's entitled to their opinion. And if I like your opinion enough, no matter how mean it is, if I like it enough, I might let it stay so that I can show everybody else, look at this idiot. But if I think you crossed the line in your comment, then of course I'm gonna delete you. I'm gonna delete it. I'm not gonna feed that troll. Some trolls don't deserve to be fed. Some trolls deserve to be shown to the world so that they can see, look, this is a troll. But as for Springbrook, she is dealing with a lot of things. And it's not just what she's experienced on the internet. It's things that she's experienced in her real life. And people have a cutoff point. And I really pray that she's all right. I pray that she doesn't let this cause her to harm herself. I know she may not be watching this, but if you are Springbrook, I want you to know that there are those of us who feel you. We understand to whatever degree what you've gone through, what you are going through. And I want you to know I love you. I don't know you, but I still love you. I hope that you get over this quickly. I hope you get through this rough patch quickly, whether you come back to YouTube or not, as an artist, or maybe if you just watch from a distance, that'll be fine too. But I want you to know that you are loved. If you just want to talk, feel free to contact me through, message me through YouTube. Follow my Facebook link to my page, and we can talk privately there. But I want you to know that I love you. You don't have to go through this by yourself. You know, I may not be able to be of much help, but if it's just a listening ear, then yeah, I can listen. I can listen. Or for that matter, even if you never contact me, I'll keep you in mind. I'll pray for you. I'll keep you in my thoughts. Send you all the positive vibes I can send. But that's not just to you, Springbrook. That's to anybody out there who may be going through an emotionally taxing time. Don't let it get you down. Your darkest hour only has 60 minutes in it. Think about that. It's only 60 minutes long. You're going to get through it. And when you come through it, it's going to get brighter and you're going to be fine. Then 5 days from now, 5 years from now, 1 year from now, whenever down the road, you're going to look back and you're going to be like, man, I made it through that. I made it through that. And you're going to be stronger for it. You're going to be stronger for it. Trust me. Talk to somebody. You're hearing from someone who's been through some emotionally taxing time. I'm not going to read everybody my laundry list. I'm not going to talk bad about my family here, but I've had some times where I've absolutely felt like the black sheep. And my dad wasn't able to be there for me because he and my mother never married because he had psychological problems. And she didn't need that kind of stress in her life. But sometimes I felt like my mother wasn't on my side, but at the same time, I couldn't exactly see things from her perspective. Maybe her response was, get over it, deal with it. Guess what, buddy? This is life. You're gonna go through stuff like this, and you gotta be like a duck and let it just roll off your back. She didn't say that. I mean, it would have been nice if she comforted me with that. But at the end of the day, I'm still here. You know, at the end of the day, I didn't turn out to be the criminal that I was slated to be. I didn't turn out to be the evil and wicked person that everybody said I was. You see, people have their minds made up about you, but you can't let what they think of you determine your outcome. You've got to go ahead and be successful in spite of what they have to say about it. Because at the end of the day, they don't have a say. They don't have a say in your success. You do. You have a say in your success. You have the last word. And what's your word going to be? I'm victorious. What's your word going to be? You know, I shall stand. I always like the idea that when the dust settles, we're still standing. I love that idea. That tells me that everything that came at me. And when the dust settled and when the sun rose, I was still standing. That was one of the things that I appreciated during 9/11 that really touched my heart. Because you see, I had been about 2 years out of the Marine Corps, and I was ready to go back. But I'm kind of glad I didn't, because I had another mission to fulfill that required me to not go. But if it wasn't for that mission, I would have gone right back. But as I began to sort through my feelings, and I was reading the newspaper. I was in college at the time, and I was flipping through the newspaper, and they were talking about how terrible the attack was. And while I was looking at this picture, I saw the smoldering flames and the smoke of the World Trade Towers. But out there in the bay, the Statue of Liberty was still standing. And that, it kind of choked me up, because I was like, yeah, they killed a lot of people that day, but we're still standing. We're still standing. Now, I don't know what's going to happen in the future. I can't see that far. I'm just telling you my experience from the past. And what I'm telling you right now is, you can stand. It doesn't matter what gets knocked down. You be the one standing. You can rebuild. You can get a do-over. So, hang in there. Smiling loves you. There's a lot more people out there than you know loves you. They're sending you positive vibes. They're sending prayers up for you. You just hang on. You can make it through this darkest hour. And your darkest hour is only 60 minutes long. So, okay. But that's what I wanted to talk to you guys about. Just a brief mention. So she's I hope things are alright with her. And I hope she makes it through this unscathed. I trust that she will. Now, back to this. Oh. We got another area right here, so let's cut that. Oh man, okay, let's cut this way. funny. When I was a kid, I used to listen to the DJ on the radio. And I wanted to be a DJ. Not, yeah, I wanted to be a DJ, but I wanted to be a radio DJ. I wanted to be a radio personality. I wanted to talk to people and tell them, just talk to them about different things. But that didn't happen quite the way I planned. But what did happen? I never forgot that. Okay, when I was a kid, I never wanted to be a fireman. I never really wanted to be a doctor. I wanted to be a cop. I wanted to be a director. I wanted to be an actor. And I wanted to be a DJ, a radio show talk host. I wanted to be that guy that all the kids talked about when they went to school. When I was a kid, the guy on the radio, on our radio station in my hometown, he called himself Don Early Bird. And Don Early Bird was the man. I don't know what happened, but Don Early Bird ended up leaving like 1, 2, 3, 4 years later. After Don Early Bird left, the show was not the same. I stopped caring about that radio station because Don Early Bird left. Don Early Bird was the man. He played the funniest songs. He said the funniest things. He was just the guy. And he had this thing that he used to say, like on a Friday, if it was Friday, if it was a Friday, he would say, "It's the weekend, baby." And it was just the coolest thing because when we got to school, that's what people would say, "It's the weekend, baby." But that was inspired by radio show host Don Early Bird. He played the hottest music. He played the hottest remix. He had that early morning slot, so we got to listen to him as we were getting up in the morning, getting ready for school. Those memorable times in a person's life. And man, Don Early Bird was the best. But man, I guess I should plug my laptop up and take this baby for a spin. Well, wait a minute. Oh man, come on. Okay. It seems I can't talk on this tonight. So I'm gonna have to put this up and talk on it later. But man, I want to use it tonight. But that's okay because I'm going to make some quality sounding videos now. The video might not be that much in the way of quality, but the sound is going to be a lot better. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get to the library. I'm going to upload, get my laptop ready, and as soon as I can, or throughout the rest of this week, story that I started for you guys. I got the whole thing from start to finish. I'll break it up into pieces, and I should be able to. I won't distract you by letting you see my face, but I will share it from without. I'm gonna see if I can make a video without you seeing my face, but only hearing my voice. That way I don't throw you off, and I don't have to worry about lighting, because one of my biggest problems as a content creator for YouTube is finding light. I like to be able to see my face. I like it when you can see me clearly, but if I turn on my lights, I get darker because there's too much light, and it just makes me darker. But I want you to be able to see me, and I want to be able to see myself. So my biggest fight is finding lighting. But now that I have this, I should be able to make some good quality sounds for you guys, and it'll be relaxing, and it'll be fun, and it'll be scary, and it's going to be interesting. I think you will like it. I think you will. And if you don't, well, feel free to let me know. But it's going to be interesting. But then again, I don't know. Maybe you get triggered better by seeing my face, and you can see what I'm doing. You can see my gestures. But at the same time, if I'm not showing you my face, you can use your imagination. There's that too. So, I'll get something figured out, and then I'll present it to you guys for review. So, that being said,